you kind of read like every comment, huh? Are you that type?
Honestly,
you read comment like every comment?
Back in the day, I would read every single comment that came in. I think it was kind of not a disorder, but I was very obsessed with refreshing and seeing what people thought about me.
Right.
And it was very, very destructive, honestly.
I think it's a lot of like I'm kind of like that, but not even just started thinking about me. But I love watching videos of any kind and going in their comments.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
You know, like what are people saying
It's like a
about this or
forum,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's like that is a very destructive thing. It fucks with me, and it sucks that we all like look through our comments, and if there's like 100 good comments about you, and then there's one negative one, we tend to focus on the negative. One.
Right.
It's like 99 motherfuckers like you, and there's one dude who hates you, and he's the one who's gonna get a reply. It's like you know what I mean? It's so like fucked up.
Totally. I think it's because, I don't know, I feel like we're our own worst bullies. And when we see someone vocalize what we've already said to ourselves before, I feel like it confirms that thought.
Yeah, that does happen. And sometimes it does help me too, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'll say this. Like if I make a song and there's like a part that I really don't like, but it's like good enough where I'm like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna go along with it. And I'll send it to my friend. My friend will like find that exact part and be like, yeah, I think this part's kind of weak. And then it confirms what I thought. And I'm like, fuck, you're right. I should change it. And I do change it. It says I take that criticism.
Yeah.
You know?
It's good that you have like friends that can like comb over it and be like, oh, hey. And then.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you have like, how do you like, do you just ignore bad comments now? Or like,
yeah, I don't respond to negative comments.
have you ever?
Not really, because
Like, you ever snap?
No, I'm too sensitive to
It's like,
snap
bitch,
back.
fuck you, you're ugly.
No, but it's like the "you're ugly" or "you're fat" comments don't really get to me.
Right,
it's
right.
like the really intense, descriptive hate comments
Like
where
what?
they know a lot about you. They're like, the way you look at your brother sometimes, I feel like you don't really respect him. Like just weird shit like that. And you're like,
Yo, that is like kind of deep though.
I know.
Shit.
It's really, or like, I noticed that you don't really hang out with this person anymore, and like I see your eyes light up, but I don't know. It's just way too descriptive. I'm like, dude, I just want to delete this one.
Like, oh my God, look at a minute and 16 seconds where she gave that bitch the side eye. Oh my God, she clearly hates her.
Oh my God, it's like I was literally just looking at the freaking door, dude. It's not that freaking serious.
No, that is pretty deep though. That man, trolls are fucking mean,
I
dude.
know. It's like the people that hate you the most are pretty involved in your life, you know,
Right.
because they're just looking for something that they don't like about you. And it's kind of like that one song, Love Me or Hate Me, it's still an obsession,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It is. And I don't know, I feel like these days I give myself a time on how long I could look at my comments. So when I first upload a video, I'll spend like 30 or 40 minutes
You'll
responding.
respond too, right? Yeah.
And then if I get a negative comment, I won't respond to that one, and I'll respond to like 20 good ones.
Do you ever delete comments?
I'll delete it if it's really just nasty.
Or like homophobic or racist or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But if it's something that's like constructive, but it's still mean, I'll leave it on there.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they get mad when you delete those.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
why'd you delete my comment? I'm like,
How have you seen like that whole world of like, you know, fashion change with like Instagram and YouTube? Like, you think like it's made an impact even in the fashion industry itself?
absolutely. I feel like even like 4 years ago, Instagram people weren't going to like front row fashion week, you know?
Oh, right,
or
right.
or being the face of huge campaigns.
Right.
And
They weren't like even respected to that level maybe
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the fashion industry.
but I feel like everything is just kind of blurring together.
Right.
But I feel like it's really hard to stay afloat sometimes, because I mean, we've been doing this for a long time.
You put a lot of videos out a week, right?
I do 2 videos a week.
Yeah.
And
that's a lot of videos
it's
a
a
week.
lot, man. Yeah. And for a while, my manager is like, can you do 3 a week? I'm like, I mean, I could try, but
Yeah.
But I think I feel like I think maybe
And you edit it. You don't really have a crazy team or anything,
well,
right?
this year I changed that.
You did?
Because before I was doing it all on my own, and I was like, why am I so unhappy with my life, and why do I always feel like I'm walking on a tightrope? And it's
Yeah.
because I wasn't expanding and delegating.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I had a lot of control issues, because everything I did, I wanted to, have my piece in it. But
I think that's important.
it is important.
Yeah.
But you can only allot yourself so much,
Yeah.
Because so I have a video editor now. It's been transformative.
Really?
So
that's crazy that you only recently got a video editor.
Right?
That's nuts. Because like, yeah, you've been doing almost 10 years and you've been editing everything on your own. That's
learning,
wild.
and like the graphics are just getting crazier and crazier, and the video editing is just you
yeah,
know.
Your editing game's gone crazy. I've seen CGI Transformers try on fedoras and shit. Like it's overalls. Optimus Prime wearing overalls and shit. I'm
getting
like,
really
God
inspired
damn.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's. I've seen your typography game. You know.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not even
Dumbfoundead.com.
Yeah. No. Well, but there was a time where I was editing my own vlogs and stuff
They
too,
were so
and I was
good.
biting your shit.
I know you. Well, you asked me how to do it, and I gave you the blueprint.
Yeah, I was like, yo, do you mind if I ask you like what camera you use, blah blah blah? And she was very helpful. She sent me all the lists, and I bought it immediately.
It was so good.
I did the same for this podcast. I was invited to a podcast, and I was like, while I was getting interviewed, I just looked at all the equipment, like, okay, these got this arm, this microphone. I went the next day and just bought every exact thing. There's another podcast that has the exact table.
Is this Tiger Belly?
Huh?
No?
Wait, I don't want to name any podcasts that I'm
never
jacking
mind.
styles from.
Never mind.
But he is
Okay.
a producer for Tiger Belly as well.
Really? Okay. Oh, I love that podcast too.
Yeah. Shout out Tiger Belly. But it is one of the influences. Yes. We'll just edit that
Called
part
you
out.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's dope. I think I think everybody should be willing to give advice and help out or anything. Like they shouldn't feel that competitive level.
No.
Just because you give them the tools of what you use to make stuff doesn't mean like, oh, they're gonna produce the same stuff.
Exactly.
I always tell everybody you couldn't have all the tools in the world, but like it's not gonna mean anything if you don't know how to you don't know how to use it properly. You know, like you gotta. Yeah, I think like you could have all the money in the world, get turntables, a microphone, recording, but like it's not gonna rap for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And I think that competitive nature can be very toxic because I truly believe there's enough success for everybody.
Right.
And so if I ask for advice for someone and they give it to me, I really, really appreciate it. And I think it's about just finding your own spin. And no matter what you do, you're going to have your own spin because it's you that's doing it.
Yeah. What would you say is like something that separates what you do with a lot of the other YouTubers or fashion vloggers?
That's hard.
Well, I mean, I feel like everybody who has a huge following in that world, like, has something, right? Because it's, there's a lot of people in that world. Like, what do you think you do well? Like, is it, you think the quality of your YouTube videos or what? I mean, I don't want you to talk about yourself like that.
No, I mean, it's so hard. I mean, it's like one of those questions you're like, describe yourself in 3 words.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
But I guess I could say that consistency is a huge thing. Consistency and
true.
quality. Because I've never liked to half-ass anything, And from the 8 years I've done YouTube, I've never taken a break. I've always come out with a video every single week. And I think that differentiates me a little bit, I think.
No, I think it's crazy because people when they see you videos, you seem very like chill and like comfortable, but like knowing you get pretty obsessive over things.
I'm very obsessive. Yeah.
You've gotten intense.
I'm very intense.
I'll be chilling with you and I'll like talk to you about something and be like, what? You sure? Like, do I really do that? Blah, blah, and like you'll go crazy thinking about it and stuff.
But it's good. I'm glad you tell me that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to Yangji that one night after?
Yeah.
And I remember I was so focused on my kimchi jjigae. And I was like, tell me this is the best kimchi jjigae you've ever had. And Sophie went to me and was like, yo, like you were pretty intense in the kimchi jjigae spot. And I was like, yeah, okay, I need to stop. I need to tone it down a little bit.
The flavors, the ingredients. It's like, yo, chill, fam. Like,
yeah.
No, I think that meticulousness shows in the qualities of the video. I'm very hands-on too with everything, like very big on like typography and what, intros and what I like. I learned that from like a mentor of mine. He was very like always like kind of micromanaging something a little bit.
Totally. Yeah, I think in this industry, like, you have to be passionate and intense or else you won't make it. You can't just be like chilling and expect things to happen.
Yeah.